Hey there, you're listening to You Still Going On About That with Rob Israel and Joseph K. You can find us anywhere you could download podcasts. You could also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at YSGOAT. Thanks for listening. I'm Rob Israel.
I'm Joseph K.
And you still going on about
that?
All right, Joseph. It is already closer to the end of the month. We're almost at June. We're almost at the halfway point.
It's the end of school, yeah.
Did you even start your New Year's resolution?
No, I've kind of lost track of that.
What was your New Year's resolution?
I don't recall. It was probably to do something I'm not currently doing, like read more or go out and take walks in nature more.
Yeah, but remember your other resolution was to befriend a baby kangaroo?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I've done that.
Yeah,
it's adorable.
I thought that at first when you said that, I was like, what the
right.
What?
You'll never be able to follow through on that.
Yeah, bullshit. I call bullshit. And then Joseph came back and sent me pictures and was like,
I see it every day.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. In my new occupation, I work with kangaroos. Like, seriously.
He's the Jane Goodall of little roos.
It is adorable. It is. They're so delicate. You think of a little kangaroo as being kind of like stocky, or they're not. They're like real delicate.
Does it try to rip open your stomach and jump in it to live in
it?
No,
but if it 100% does. Like a lot of people now wear those sweatshirts, like girls wear them, and they got like the pocket thing. It's constantly trying to get into those pockets.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
I was just joking.
No, it like intuitively seeks out like pockets and stuff like that.
Did they steal that kangaroo from its mother?
I don't know. I don't know the origin of it. I think it's some sort of rescue operation where people I don't know, get exotic animals and then they can't handle them and then they give them up or something. I think so.
Joseph, whatever Joseph does really has nothing to do with animals.
Right.
It's
just animals.
Somehow a kangaroo has entered the picture.
Yeah.
A baby kangaroo.
Yeah.
And it also knows the Force.
Yeah.
And it gets all tuckered out after it uses it.
It's Grogu-esque. Yeah.
Grow-roo.
Grogu.
Grogu Billy Lillaby. Grogu Lillaby.
Yeah.
Right? Are they wallabies?
They're not wallabies. They're marsupials. I think wallabies are
Yeah, what the fuck's a wallaby?
I'm looking that up right now. A wallaby. All I remember is my mom used to get a drink at Outback Steakhouse called the Wallaby Damned. Wallaby Darned.
I'm like, damn, that's a strong word.
No, the Wallaby Darned.
That won't play well in the South.
Oh, yeah,
Wallaby damn, more like wallaby don't.
It's funny. It looks like a kangaroo. You're right, but it's not a kangaroo. It is a small or middle-sized macropod related to the kangaroo. Yeah, they're tiny little guys. Huh. Interesting. I'll tell you though, the little kangaroo paws, the back ones, it has like a raptor styled like toe, which is kind of weird.
Wow. Well, I know I could talk about this all night, Joseph, but that's not why we're here, folks.
No.
What are we here to talk about this week?
We're going to talk about
funny
Trump.
If everything changes to kangaroo somehow.
We're talking about Australian politics, Mike. We're talking about.
I went and I'd be like, sure,
right,
and then just be like, I guess. Like I'll just bring up episodes like the Simpsons episode when they gave Bart the boot.
Right. We're talking about boomerang control. We're talking about.
I can talk about Boomerang from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And they did him dirty in the second one.
Yeah.
My son the other day said, mistakenly said something about the country that worked with Germany during the Nazis, and he said Australians. And I'm like, wait, you mean Austrians, right? Yeah, like I just picture like a Australian be like, my fair over there.
Sing Heil, mate.
Like they ran, yeah, like they ran the camps or something. They're like, I get in that oven. You get in there. You get it.
Oh, woof.
Like, I just like, I don't know, I just start cracking up.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
funny.
I don't know if I want Australians to be the ones that run the camps because their voice are they have a very like it doesn't sound as threatening and
Right.
scary. Like, you know, German Nazis and Austrian Nazis and stuff like that, you know, they all complain like, oh, you ever do is make us the bad guys in movies. And
Well,
it's like, oh,
yes.
have you ever like listened to yourself and like
Right.
the actions that you did back then? Yeah, you sound like a villain. Like, you
Yeah.
know, and you had a yelling
Yeah.
man that sounded like pure evil on stage in a scary language. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, you're the bad guys in
If
the
the jackboot
movie.
fits, you know.
Like, but you know, if an Australian does it, it's like it's not as like. Now I know Modem Joe,
Yeah,
but
he was
he was
Australian.
so lovable and huggable. The warm embrace of Joe
Right.
or Modem Joe.
Master
And
Blaster, also Australian.
yep. Right. Was that the one that had the little guy on him?
Yeah, I think so.
He has
Yeah.
the mind of
Oh,
a child.
right.
And then they
Yeah.
would
I
close up
was
on him and he'd be like, "Ugh."
yeah. Yeah. That's funny. All right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Trump's slush fund,
Speaking of pure evil,
right? Talking
God.
about Trump's deal with the IRS. We're talking about this
You mean
guy,
his
this
embezzlement?
yeah.
His fucking like more crimes admitted, like his slush fund. It's such bullshit.
There was a guy in Tennessee. This is a weird story. A former police officer in Tennessee posted
Yes.
a meme about Charlie Kirk after Charlie Kirk was shot.
Yeah, we've talked about
And
this many times.
yeah, we did talk about it, but he
He's suing.
settled. Well, he won. He got a settlement. He won. He sued that county, got $800,000.
Oh, I
So
thought that's what they were suing for. He actually
no,
got
that's what
that.
he won. Yeah,
Good job. And you know who has to pay for it? The taxpayers. I mean, I'm
yeah.
glad he got it, but again, it's like this is when you vote
Well,
in
those
debt.
taxpayers elected that sheriff, so nice
Yeah.
work. You
Yeah,
know.
you get what you get. Like
Yeah.
you voting incompetent boobs, you vote Homer Simpson, who's gonna make who's running for garbage commissioner because old man whatever his name was. Um, you get what you deserve.
Yeah.
And then you have to move
So
the town 10 miles down the road. Like, no, it's like that is one of the most brilliant episodes of The Simpsons ever.
yeah,
The Garbage Man one, because like it's
right.
so funny, but it's like he decides to run for it, and it's
Garbage
literally
commissioner,
like
yeah.
it is like the Trump and most of the GOP's like blueprint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. So we're talking
So
about
we're gonna have
that.
to move the United States 10 miles by the time Trump's done. We're
Well,
gonna have to
fortunately,
somehow
we never
figure
got
out.
around to building that wall, so we can just move it south. We're gonna talk about Trump endorsing Ken Paxton.
Wow, what
Uh,
a shock. I can't believe he endorsed that a ghoul endorsed that ghoul.
yeah, and with that, we're gonna talk about the midterms kind of heating up. We're talking
Yeah.
about Jared Polis, the governor of
Jackass
God.
Paulus.
That was stunning. We're gonna talk about
I have some
Massey.
theories behind it, but I still think he fucked up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Massey losing his race in Kentucky. That Kentucky race
Yep.
cost $90 million.
Yep,
Uh,
that's insane. This is a primary in what is relatively a small state. Like
a
Kentucky
burgundy red
is not
district.
one of
Yeah.
the big Kentucky doesn't even fall in the Big Ten, right? Of states.
GOP should have spent $15 on that race. They
That
should have
should have
bought a
cost a
box of
quarter.
donuts
Well,
for the local Klan chapter.
he
And
said he wanted to investigate the Epstein files, and he wasn't for
yeah,
the war in Iran, and that was enough for Trump to and the
that was
GOP to be
that.
like, well, we
Yeah.
got to put in that. You ever see that guy? I know we're gonna talk about it later, but you ever see that guy talk? The guy that beat him,
Yeah.
LaRue, or I don't even know what his fucking name is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so he like there's a clip of him that like majority would always play. It was like him with Trump, and he'd be like, Massey's over there talking to the women on the View. It's like the most generic, like, look at me, I am a proud moron. I
Yeah.
talk like a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
And you vote for me. I drive a big red truck.
It's comical. I mean, if it weren't so serious, it'd be funny.
It is
Um,
literally they do a minstrel show. I
yeah,
mean, like, I
yeah.
know that, like, I mean, is that tech 100% like referring only to like what was done to black people back then, like those
I
minstrel
believe that's
shows?
the genesis of the term.
But
Yeah.
isn't it also like in some way, like, I don't know, maybe there's another word for it, like hee hawing or something, where like
Yeah.
clearly some like rich guy, like, what do they call it? Code
Car-
switching? Code switching.
Uh,
Where like
I
someone will talk in a different dialect depending on who
yeah,
they're
I
around. They
see.
call
I usually hear it used differently, like you would like an oppressed person would code switch to like escape oppression, but
right,
like
right. Like if they're like in a closet or something,
yeah,
or like
right,
yeah, no, right, or like black people, like but
like
like
yeah,
they're LARPing then, I guess is maybe
yeah,
the term. Like it's like what's his face who's also like, you can't come here and talk to me about what's going on, Jewish politics. You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about, right? Who
Reminds me
is
of
it?
yeah.
Um
Uh, what's his name? Reminds me of like carpet bagging. I think is the
no,
term
but
I
it's
usually
John
hear.
Kennedy. John
Yeah,
Kennedy. He's
that guy
that.
went.
Like,
Yeah,
where did he
uh,
go to school?
he
He's
was like he went to Oxford. I think he was at the University of Virginia Law School. He's been to very very good.
yeah, I doubt
He's
when
a
he was out there, he
wealthy.
was like, "Well, golly, I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm in this big old university.
Right, right.
Oh,
He's not
what am
talking
I?
about.
What's an old country bumpkin with a piece of hay in his mouth doing out here?"
Yeah, I'll tell you where he went to school. He because he has like a really impressive resume. The guy's like very well educated. Is it John Kennedy? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, yeah, that's like the most. It's like the worst because he has the fucking Kennedy name, so it's like
Yeah.
funny. Yeah,
Um,
it's that guy. Anytime they like interview him, he always has like some old timey saying like, "Well, when you gonna put him in the bucket, the toad gonna get lost in it when the cream." It's
yeah.
like, what the fuck did you just say?
This guy, he went to Vanderbilt, then
Well, hold on
University
a
of
darn
Virginia,
second.
then he went to Oxford in England. Um, and he was a Democrat up until 2007. In
Yeah,
2007, he became a
I
Republican.
forgot that they. I forgot there was a civil rights thing. I thought
Yeah.
they were still. I
The
was a
guy talks
Dixiecrat.
like you're right. You can 100% be sure he wasn't at Oxford talking about slop and hogs and stuff.
Back
Where
on my mama's farm where we used to shoot the
right.
pigs right in the face.
Yeah. He wasn't like asking the cafeteria to prepare him grits or anything. Uh yeah, he's a ass clown.
He is
He's
the can I was it past the Grey Poupon and
right.
has anyone seen the jelly?
You know you know
He's
for a fact.
the all fruit southerner, and also the Grey Poupon guy in one.
Yeah. He's like spending those years like debating his favorite book by Voltaire with a bunch of other like
Yeah,
super
he's in like
wealthy,
a
highly
yeah,
educated.
yeah, smoking cigar like $300
Right.
cigars and like, well, well, here. No, he doesn't even sound like any of that. Like what his real
Yeah.
voice is like.
Right.
I don't even
His
know.
college friends, I don't recall him speaking like Foghorn Leghorn, like
Yeah,
voila,
he used to do this. No, he used to do this character we all would laugh at, and he would laugh at.
yeah, yeah,
We
and
didn't
then he
know
got
he was going to
elected.
use that as his life character.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna talk about all that. Then we're talking about we just got like three pop culture things we're talking about.
Sugar out the view.
We rewatched The Fifth Element. We're talking about For All Mankind, the latest episode. Talk about the season finale of Margot Has Money Trouble, and then I did watch the last episode of The Boys, and you had been watching the whole series, so we'll talk about
Yep.
that briefly. So
Yeah.
that's it.
All right. Well, did you have anything about AI in this? No.
Oh, you were going to mention that at the beginning that you said you were going to
All
talk
right.
about
So more
AI.
stuff's come out about AI. Obviously, this like these data centers. It's like a whole mess of weird things. Do we have the ballroom in there too?
No.
All right, we'll talk about that with the AI.
Yeah.
It's like all the same thing. Like these weird data centers have been popping up. I don't know if I talked about this in another podcast, but I said the thing that drives me nuts about this because like back in the day, they would do like the what was it, like the black tar sands pipeline or whatever that
Yeah,
was, and they were saying this is like incredibly bad for the environment, it's destructive, but they would always have like this lie of like, oh well, this will produce jobs, even though it was a known fact that those were temporary jobs, because once the pipeline was done, completed, finished,
right.
those people would just move on to other jobs. There might be some jobs to like make sure
Maintenance
whatever.
and stuff. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
minimal
yeah, but
number.
it was
Yeah,
not going to be this big job program that they made it sound like it was going to be.
right.
But with these data centers, they don't even give a shit. They have no shame. They don't even care. Like there's a known fact that these data centers involve doesn't require like any like barely anybody working there.
Right.
Um, so they're just these parasites that are being put into areas, raising people's electric bills, stealing their resources. I saw a great comment someone left and said that, a bad technology is one that takes away more resources than it gives.
Yeah.
Like it should not be requiring more water than a person.
Yeah. And I think that's a good way of putting it.
And I think the problem is we're in this position now because most of our economy is backed by these duplicitous billionaire douchebags
Yeah.
who put all their money into this garbage that no one really wants. No one wants it. It doesn't really work the way it's supposed to.
Right.
It's still a flawed technology. It's very destructive. It's a job stealer. And it's being forced on it because this is like the secret thing is if this bubble breaks, we are going to go into a full-on depression. And
Oh yeah.
they
Yeah.
predicted this is going to be worse than the housing crisis.
Ugh.
And so we all have to just pretend and go along about this AI shit. But I think these data centers, it's like a known fact that they're everything about it. It's awful. Like it's all like it's literally stealing your identity.
Yeah.
It's like it's not for your benefit, any of this
No.
stuff. And like I said, it really affects the people that live in the area. It's bad for the environment. It's stealing. They said that it has used more fresh water than people drink a bottle in a year or something like
Jeez.
that. Like
That's
like
bananas.
we're gonna have no resources by the time it's done. Also, people can make shitty. You ever see like people post some threads like, "I ran this through
Yeah.
this thing," and they're like, "Look how good it is," and everyone's response is like, "This does not look good. Like this looks like
Right.
shit. Like this looks like
Yeah.
a bad version of like 2007's Transformers." Like somebody like I made the puppet in Grogu look better, and it's like you didn't
Yeah.
do anything. All you did was take something that existed. That's what it did. It took something that existed and add more wrinkles onto it. You didn't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It
So
doesn't produce anything that you couldn't produce yourself or that
and then you
someone
get
can
yeah,
produce, you know?
and then you get assholes like Kevin O'Leary who's like showed up and become like I don't know. It's like he's becoming like Mr. AI with the whole like Salt Lake, Utah
Yeah.
thing. When he said he had the nerve to do the old timey bullshit that all these right wing chuds do. This has been going on for decades. Oh, they bust in the protesters. They're paid protesters. It's like no, they're not. Who's paying them?
Yeah.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck's paying them? Where's the money coming from, Kevin? You're the one with the money. All the
Is it
people who
that?
have the
And
data centers are the money. Who's
plus, is
paying
it that
these
hard
people?
to believe that people don't want this in their community? I
They
mean,
don't
like, is
care.
that like a far-fetched thing to believe? So,
I don't think he gives a shit one bit. He doesn't give a
mm,
fuck. That piece of
yeah.
garbage. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. People said they said he was being interviewed or something, and the person said to him like the voters in that area were absolutely against it. And he's like, "Oh, we
Oh
got three
yeah.
votes. You mean three votes from like the councilmen that like the voters want like removed now? Like that's not the people. The people, yeah, the people voted for these assholes, but they didn't vote for this. I mean,
Right.
I guess you could say, hey, you voted for
In a
this, like the
roundabout
same
way,
argument,
sure.
but like I don't know. Maybe they never saw like, oh yeah, I'm gonna vote to put in some data center that's gonna steal all the resources and fucking make your job
Mm,
irrelevant. I love like all these people like try to downplay how damaging AI is. Like they'll say like, oh, like oh, do away certain jobs aren't necessary. Oh, you mean like all the first level jobs? You
yeah.
need people to have first level jobs so they can get to the second level and third level.
Well,
Like,
plus they fuel the economy. They
yeah,
purchase things. You know,
right.
they
They're the
finance
biggest
things.
producers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are gonna buy lunch during
Right.
the day at the fucking like they're the ones that you need those what are entry level jobs
Yeah.
like
it's like plankton in the ocean. You know, I mean, like you need without that, nothing happens. You know, I
I thought you were
mean,
talking about Plankton from SpongeBob. I was like,
no,
the guy who always wants to steal Mr. Krabs' burger. I mean, like, do we need
yes,
him?
him,
SpongeBob.
uh,
Plankton in the ocean. I'm like,
him in particular. Yes,
yeah, specifically him. I'm like, I don't know. He's kind
hear me out. He's gonna.
of Plankton needs the fresh water so he could steal the Krabby Patty recipe.
Yeah. Well, well.
No, it's just like, and then we were talking about this. What did you say about Kevin O'Leary? It was pretty funny.
Oh, I said he was basically George Costanza with money. You know, like he's a wealthy George Costanza. He thinks he's cool. Like and he really
Right,
wants to
like
be
when he
cool.
showed up to like what was it, Golden Globes or one of those
Yeah.
award ceremonies, and he has this stupid suit on, that weird, like it looked like a robe suit, and he had like a big necklace with like
A
a
baseball
base
card or something.
or a basketball card. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you're a nerd, like you're a
Right.
dork. Like, I guess I'll go to award ceremony, dress in a obnoxious suit, and bring my Amazing Spider-Man 300. I'll bring
Bagged and
my
boarded.
I'll
Wear
bring
it around
my
my
like
neck.
Muppet Babies #1.
Mm,
That's a
yeah.
big deal. Muppet
He
Babies
just
#1.
you're right. He thinks he has Muppet Babies. Yeah. He thinks he has
Think
the
about that for a second.
charisma, but he doesn't. He doesn't. He's just kind of
Nah. What is his name? Mr. Wonderful or something?
yeah.
Oh
I think
god.
he gave himself
No,
that
it's
name.
like all these jackasses. It's like a lot of these like right wingers of the years. They thought they could steal the smoke of Donald Trump, and that they can also be Donald Trump
Right.
and be douchebags and think that people will root him on. And it's like, no, dude, they're not going to root you on. You're a
No.
douchebag. Donald Trump took 40 to 50 years to build this nightmare
Grift.
persona, this grift. Like, he has spent decades perfecting this and having people go along with it. And like, you can't come along and all of a sudden be like, oh, I'm gonna pull the same shit,
Yeah.
but worse. And I'm gonna have all these supporters. And it's like, no, dude. No, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like everybody in the Trump administration too. They're all like little mini Trumps with Cash Patel. And I saw a great TikTok. Someone said that they know what's his face hasn't stopped drinking. They can't wait till he drops dead from alcohol poisoning. Is Pete Hegseth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they said the reason why they know is because his face never stopped bloating. That one of the first signs that an alcoholic is that they're not drinking anymore, or they like cut down immensely.
Yeah.
Is their face like folds in a little bit, like because like alcohol makes you puffy.
Right. Yeah.
Joseph right now looks like the
Michelin Man.
what's her face? Well, I was gonna say the purple girl from the Willy Wonka movie.
Yeah, Violet.
Yeah, he's just got like a beer that he cups that he has installed in his mouth,
Right.
and he just bounces until it goes down his body. That's why every time I see him, I'm like, Joseph, are you still drinking? And he's like, glug, glug, glug. And he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt because he's a big fat party animal.
Yeah. Right.
No, but I thought that was funny. She said that like that's how you know he's still an alcoholic.
I can see it. Yeah.
His face is still puffy.
Well,
Now I'm just gonna assume every puffy person I see is just a raging drunk.
No, but I would imagine that he is. I mean,
Yeah.
Cash
Patel looks like Chris Farley a day before he died.
Yeah.
No, he does not look like that.
Very sad. Very sad.
Okay, so like I said, AI shit. It's incredibly damaging, and it's being run by shitty people. But unfortunately, it seems like the only way that the thing that's like going to prevent this world from collapsing is if people just keep buying into this garbage.
Yeah.
This like, oh, real quick, and then we'll move on. Have you heard about Walmart doing dynamic pricing?
No.
Oh,
like
they're testing this.
Okay.
So they're going to replace like all the little tags, and they'll become digital.
Huh. Interesting.
And they're testing it, and there'll be dynamic pricing where you'll go to the store, and it might all of a sudden be that pastas now was
Right.
$1.09 at like 8 in the morning, and now it's 4 o'clock
Uh,
on a Friday. Now it's $1.35.
right.
That shit adds up. May
Yeah, it
not seem
does.
like a hell of a lot, but they said
That's
like
weird.
Walmart will
Yeah.
make like billions in the end of the year with the amount of stores they have, the amount of shoppers, how much they
Yeah.
pull in. This shit should be fucking illegal.
Yeah.
That shit should be fucking illegal. How the fuck do you do that? Wait, what if you have ad? So you put out an ad, you put out a circular,
Right.
and there's prices in there. It's
Um,
illegal. You cannot advertise
right. Do a
like
bait and switch.
detergent unless it's they're gonna put in all the flyers. Oh, prices determined by time of
Right.
day.
Hmm.
The fuck out of here. Fuck that. I will never go
Yeah.
in there. If that's true, I'll never. I don't even like that store to begin with. It's always a miserable
Mm.
experience. They never have the little Debbie's cakes that I want. Fuck that place.
Uh,
I'm not kidding
yeah.
about the Little Debbie thing. I heard that Little Debbie had chocolate donuts, and every time I go there, they're never
Mm.
fucking there. And I'm like, what am I doing in this place? I was here for one thing and one thing only, and that was a Little Debbie
Yeah.
chocolate old fashioned donuts. And they don't
Mm.
fucking have them. So
I
fuck the
bet you those are real
Waltons.
good.
I bet they're pet decent. They probably are. They're forbidden donut.
Oh. Oh.
They're called Debbie's Holes, which I think is a weird, very name. Little Debbie's Holes is a. I don't like buying it.
No.
They take a photo of you when you buy it, which I thought was
Yeah.
weird. They're like, "Can we take a photo of you?" And I'm like,
Chris Hansen's at the checkout.
"Yeah,
Hello.
hey, what are you doing here? Just getting donut.
Oh,
What does it say on the box? Can you read it to the camera?"
no.
So I don't know. I mean, remember when that story leaked about Wendy's having dynamic pricing?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
fucked
I
them
do.
up. I believe they tried doing it 100%. I told you, I
Oh,
went
yeah.
there one time and they had AI. I haven't been there since then. We went there like one night after a show, like more than a year ago, and it was like a nightmare.
I'll bet. Yeah.
It was like, and then the woman had to like interrupt and be like, "I'll take your order." I just felt so bad for this person because it's
Uh,
like they probably cut the staff in
right.
half and like, well, we have this AI assistant. You don't need
Oh,
to.
jeez.
And people are just like, "I want this. You want this?" It's like,
Right.
what the fuck? Are you the cat? Are you the lucky cat from Total
Right.
Recall?
From a
Jesus
Total
Christ!
Recall.
Fucking two
Uh,
weeks on the fucking billboard. 2 weeks. All right.
okay.
What are we talking about, Joseph?
Well, the first thing was Trump's slush fund. I guess he doesn't need congressional approval. He took
Trump's slurry fund.
$1.9 billion and
Didn't
said he's
something
going to
get
start.
blocked? Didn't it get blocked by a judge or something?
I think it's a temporarily blocked. I know the two surviving Capitol Hill police officers have sued to stop it.
Good. They should fucking sue the shit. That should be
Yeah,
an easy one.
we'll see. We'll see.
That's ridiculous. Oh, so how are they going to give all that money to all those pedophiles that got arrested
Yeah, right.
afterwards?
That's it's so gross. I don't stuff like this makes me not want to follow the news anymore. Um,
I mean, I'm not shocked by this. Again, though, this is a grift. I bet you that money will go right into Trump and his friends' pockets.
yeah,
The 10
yeah,
billion was like, okay, what do we do here? Well, originally, like when he was suing, it wasn't for 10 billion. You throw a ridiculous number out, 10 billion, and then you just come back and say, oh, it's just 1.7
yeah,
billion, no big deal. And it's like, oh yeah, it's nothing, you know? Look, it's like that joke you said where so you say like your wife said like, oh, we were supposed to be $80, so now we technically have $80, and
right,
you're like,
yeah.
no, we technically don't. That's what Trump's doing though, with a much bigger way. Like, oh,
Yeah,
I threatened to sue for 10 billion, but we agreed at 1.7. Saved you a bunch of money.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It is
Now,
um
if a fucking Democrat wins
good.
the House and they are not
Right.
fucking arresting, I don't give a shit if the next fucking 4 years is just people, and every day there's a new story of one of
Yeah,
these motherfuckers going in jail.
yeah, I
Good.
agree.
Because if they let all this fucking slide, we are back at it again in
They
four
shouldn't let
years.
any of it slide. They should. And if
All
Trump
these
formed,
motherfuckers should be forced to flee the country or
yeah,
locked up.
yeah, I it needs to be scorched earth. I don't. Nothing else is going to satisfy me.
I love Mike Johnson's like, we need to give the Congress a raise.
Oh my God. That is.
And then the insider trading, like, oh, that's okay. It's a normal thing to do. It's like,
yeah. It's bananas. I'm surprised people haven't like stormed the state house or anything. You know, I mean, clearly it's fine. You can do that. Uh, it's remarkable. It's remarkable uh how bad the current and former Trump administration has been. They're just awful, awful, awful. No.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
like,
either.
I just feel like nothing matters. And then the joke is like, there's gonna be all these morons that think like they can do that. You know, it's like that lady who called ICE on the workers that like, remember she
Yeah,
stiffed them on like they did a job, and it's like, you're not Trump.
right.
I mean, Trump shouldn't be able to get away with this, but you're not Trump.
Yeah, you're definitely
Like,
not.
you're not getting away with this, which should wake up a lot of people. It's like, but they don't because people are dumb. They're emboldened. You know, it's like the same idiots that, like, you see these dumb, like, these really dumb white people that talk to cops and think
Yeah,
that, like, the cops serve them. And it's like,
auditors. Yeah.
they think that
Uh,
they're like, they have this white privilege thing. And it's amazing how they'll
yeah.
talk around a cop. But it's a known fact the cop is subservient to white people. So it's,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, when I get pulled over for something, I'm usually like, hello,
Right.
you work for me, sir.
I have a golf game to get to.
I have white things to do, sir.
Yeah, it is kind of remarkable in that sense. How one group of people is held to a different standard than another, clearly. Um no. Well, along with this came Trump's IRS deal where he got the IRS to agree to never investigate him for anything ever.
That is fucking just funny in itself.
Yeah,
Like, and then I get a free pass.
right.
You can't, I get a get out of jail card free.
His whole family.
You can
The-
never, everyone in my family and my friends, you can't, not even lying, Ted. Not even
I
lying, Ted.
I would imagine that the next Democrat can just say like that was invalid. Now we can. I mean, like
I
I
feel
can't
like
imagine that.
if the Congress switches to the Dems, they could do that. They could be
Yeah,
like, no.
right.
Like, that's the other thing too. If not the Democrat, like, first of all, I don't believe the Democrats are gonna fucking win. I don't believe anything until it fucking happens.
Till it happens.
As
Yeah.
of right now, and that Graham Plattner guy, somebody posted an image of that woman that ran against
Oh
that
yeah, yeah,
her back in like 2020,
yeah.
and it showed polls of her beating Susan Collins, and Susan
Okay.
Collins trounced her in the end.
Oh,
I don't trust Maine. Maine's a weird fucking
yeah,
state. Like,
it is.
um, I would hope. First of all, I've heard stories that like Susan Collins' health is like shit. She should not be
She's
running
got to
for.
be. She's very
She
old.
should be
Yeah,
running for anything. Uh, she's
yeah.
on.
I don't love everything about Graham Plattner, but he seems like a real. I'll bet you he wins. I looked this morning and he's like 8 points up.
Imagine
Uh,
he's just like, all right, well, I won. Now I'm gonna do my
right,
speech though in the original German.
right. Yeah. I don't know.
What?
I get the feeling that he's got some baggage, but he's
I'm
mostly well
joking. I'm
intentioned.
joking.
Yeah,
He
no,
even
I know
said in an
that.
interview, he's like, half my family's Jewish.
Yeah, that's funny.
And
Huh.
he said the other
I didn't
half
know
put him
that.
in the, and he said the other half put him in the oven.
Oh, jeez. Oof.
You put a laugh
Good,
track there.
good
Joseph.
times. Yeah. Good times.
No, I'm joking. That's not funny.
Oh, God.
Graham Plattner did not say that.
Yeah.
I got that out of my system. No. I think that he's a real threat to he's doing something right if Chuck Schumer doesn't like him. I'm serious. If Chuck
Yeah.
Schumer doesn't like him, if the plutocratic part of the Democratic Party does not like
Right.
that politician, like they didn't like Mondami in New York,
Yeah.
you know that this is a good guy.
Yeah. I
Or
think there's probably some logic to that.
like when they always say someone horrible, they'll shake up the system, and it's like it's just some right-wing chud that's going to give into
Yeah.
corporate interests. Like, you're going to shake up the system. No, he is not.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Mondami is,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's
and they
executive New
hate
York.
that. Did you see, like, I saw some posts, like, from, it was like the New York Post posting some, like, lewd pictures that leaked of some female candidate or something for the
Oh, okay.
Democrats,
No.
and all these comments were like, "You literally support a pedophile."
Yeah.
All the
Huh,
comments
interesting.
on it. I left a comment and said, "Lauren Boebert is on videotape dry hogging a guy at a
Yeah.
play. Why don't you fuck off with the story about this one? Leave this woman alone."
Yeah, you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Uh, I'm anxious about the midterms. I'll put it that way.
I mean, I think, like, do you know that what's her name? St. Clair? This girl
Mm,
who, like, I
Buffy
watch
St.
her
Clair?
videos. No, she puts out these videos where she's like doing makeup tutorials, but she talks about all the inside dirt she has on the right wing. She's Elon Musk's like baby mama or something, like one of his,
Yeah.
like, she had his kid. She's some like
Right.
she was like this right wing chud for like
Oh,
TPUSA back in the day. But she's been putting out these videos and appearing on
that's right.
podcasts. And
Yeah.
she's been very honest and upfront. Again, I don't want to give her too much credit, but she's putting out all these videos. And she basically said this week that Elon Musk stole the election in
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we'll see. I'll know if she's on the truth if she magically disappears one
Right.
day.
Huh.
Like, that's like the she's a witch thing. Like, oh, I guess if she disappears, she was telling
Right.
the truth.
Yeah. There
No,
you
I
go.
don't know. I mean, I believe her. She was like part of that whole right wing grift for years, and
It makes sense. Yeah.
she's been apologetic. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know what her actual politics are. I don't know how. I mean, she was young. She was like 20. Now
Right.
she's like in her late 20s, and she just doesn't give a shit. She's appearing on like all these podcasts and stuff and just
Hmm.
telling people everything that she knows
Mm.
about. Like, she talked about the right wing machine, how all these people are being paid, and
Yeah.
like basically that bullshit Taylor Lautner story about like, oh, these people being paid. Remember that, like, what was it, Taylor Lautner? What was her name? That, I remember she got mad at me on like Threads or something because I like called her out. She was she's like a reporter, and she put out like this story about like all these like more left-leaning influencers that were
Hmm.
being paid by like Democratic groups or something. Like, it was this
Huh.
big story. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember that part. Yeah.
And that reporter, I think her name's like Taylor something.
Mm.
Taylor Lorenz.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then she got mad at me because I kind of called her out on it or something. And she said I was like I think she called me like a blue anon
Oh,
freak or
geez.
something.
All
And I
right.
was like, okay, whatever. Like, why are you responding to me? I'm a nothing. Like, like,
You could have just gone on with
I'm
your day.
nothing. What?
You could have just gone on with your day.
Yeah, like, duh. But like, I feel like when I heard the stories coming out of her talking about that,
Hmm.
that is the real story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, it's like the same thing with that. Remember that assassinate? Remember Trump was almost killed at
Yeah.
the White House. Is that? Oh, when's that happening? Remember they
Um.
said a month. Are we going to get
Yeah.
the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Are they going to
We'll
try
see.
again? But
Uh.
he almost gets there's a so-called shooting, and then immediately what happens is every right-wing bot account, every right-wing
Right.
account's like, we need a ballroom. That's all we need, a ballroom.
Oh,
Have you? Before we move on to the next thing, have you
yeah.
seen that video? Did I send it to you of Trump? He's like standing near the construction of this ballroom, and he's talking about all the things. Like, there's going to be a
I don't
medical
think I've seen
center in
this.
there. Oh my! It is the most ridiculous thing. It's like, it is literally like the Garbage Man Ken Simpsons episode where he's just
Mm.
talking about like all the things the Garbage Man can do.
Yeah.
Like, and he's talking about this ballroom, and he's saying like there's going to be all these things there, and it's like, wait, isn't this just a ballroom?
Yeah.
And it's going to be a medical center. I watched this one TikTok. This woman says that because Trump says there's never been anything built like this before, and she goes,
Right.
"Actually, no, there is. There's a building in Israel
Oh,
because he's
jeez.
using the same workers, the
Yeah.
same like people who designed it." They're like, and
Oh,
she
that's funny.
explained the building, and it's like it's not really a ballroom, whatever the fuck they're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Very strange. Do you think if a Dem won that, and let's say he does make this fucking
Yeah.
ballroom? Do you think it would be a good idea if they tore it down or if they repurposed it?
I think you got to repurpose it just because it's a lot of money. You could easily make that into a shelter. You make it into a bunch of different things, a
A
halfway
homeless
home or something.
shelter attached to the White House? I don't know if that's a good idea.
You know, like you could use it for things like that. Like you could use it to coordinate efforts. You could make it an office.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like
know what you're.
over here is
Mhm.
this is where the president sits, and over there is
Right.
a methadone clinic.
Right.
Like, I
Wow.
don't know. Like security might be a little out of hand there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my I just can't believe what I read every day is what I think.
It's just chaos.
Um,
It's like it never ends, and we're like not even 2 years into this nightmare.
right.
Or are we? Are we in the same? No, we're not even 2 years.
Not too,
Two
no, not
years,
yet.
two
Yeah.
solid years is not till next January.
Mm, woof.
This is like it is. It's hell. It's like it just never. It's like it just gets worse every day. I
Yeah.
think everything's getting worse. Everything's becoming like ridiculously expensive.
Right.
Have you seen the conspiracy that people are saying that gasoline burns quicker?
I've heard this. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It
I
seems
don't.
insane.
I
I
don't
have no
believe
idea.
that. I think this is what's going on. I think two things. One, gas costs more, so you're
Yep.
paying attention more.
Yes, I think
Paying
that's real true.
attention more. You earlier this year, you went to the gas station, you spent $25 to fill up your tank. Now you're spending 50.
Yeah.
So when things cost more, you anticipate it more, and the gas burns quicker. It feels like it's burning quicker. It's
Right.
not.
It's an
I mean,
illusion.
it could be, but it could be for another reason. It's getting hot
Mhm.
out. What
Yeah.
happens when it's hot out and you're driving?
Right.
What are people doing?
Crank it up.
Cranking up what? The
The AC.
tunes?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it just
the tunes. Cranking up the tunes,
yeah.
bro.
Oh, so much
Gotta
gas
listen to
used in the
that chocolate
tunes.
starfish.
Uh,
Did it for the
oof.
nookie. No, they're cranking the AC, and what does AC do?
It destroys your gas mileage. It takes gas, you
Right.
know.
So I think that's what's going
Yeah.
on here, and there's all these like paranoid freaks putting out stuff. Now again,
Mm.
if it was true, it would not shock me one bit. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just think that would be like, I don't
On
know.
brand.
If it was like fucked up, wouldn't your car be fucked up? Like it wouldn't function right,
If what
right?
now?
Like if they were like watering down the gas or doing something to the
Eh,
gasoline,
I don't
wouldn't
know. I
your
mean,
car not function 100%? Like there'd be like something really wrong.
I would think. I mean, but I don't know that, you know. Um, mm, yeah. I mean, I would imagine you'd notice something. The significance of it might be difficult to figure out at first, but you'd notice something for sure.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to go along with that conspiracy. I feel like there's enough
Right.
bullshit out there going on that this is just like kind of ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
they're
No, I can see
making the
that.
gas burn quicker. It's like, oh, you have the AC. Did you
Yeah.
have the AC on the entire time you were
Right.
driving?
What was it set to? 68? Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, oof. Wow. Um,
Were you
yeah.
revving the engine at all the red lights, getting ready to do a drag race? Yeah.
Oh,
Now, I want to make it clear. This isn't to defend big oil in any way
yeah, yeah,
whatsoever. It's more of just like these conspiracies sometimes are just like
yeah.
kind of ridiculously stupid. My favorite was years ago. That was that one lady who said like the sun was getting closer or further
Oh,
away,
yeah. I
and that
remember this.
time
Yeah.
was moving quicker. And it was like, lady, you're getting older. Perception
Right.
of time changes when you're older. And two, you're older, so your eyesight's starting to get a
Yeah.
little fucked up.
That's funny.
It's so
Oh,
funny. No, you're right. It's conspiracy. Time has moved quicker, and you can't see as well.
right.
It's not you. It's the Jews.
It's
All
the
right, let's go.
cosmos.
It's the Jews.
Yeah.
They did it again.
um, yeah, this one,
And by that I mean me because I'm Jewish. I
yeah.
could say those jokes. Joseph can't
This
because
one we have, the Charlie Kirk meme got a lot of attention in, what was it, Tennessee or Georgia? I think it was Tennessee. Uh,
We Are Charlie Kirk song.
yeah, that was the next one, right?
Yeah, I thought it was the guy who posted and sued. Isn't that
Yeah,
what
I'm sorry,
the?
the meme, yeah, but he posted something.
It was
Uh,
okay. You're talking about the guy that got arrested and put in jail for a month, and then
yes, and it
he
was
sued.
Tennessee or Georgia.
I think Yeah, so this guy was like in a chat room on Facebook, and it was like right after Charlie Kirk died or whatever.
Yep.
And this guy started talking, whatever. So this guy posted a response with a GIF of Donald Trump saying we'd have to move on. And this was
Right.
what Trump said this though. What do you think Trump was referring to when he said we need to move on?
No, Epstein files.
No, that's not what it was after a school shooting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
He's not just he's just an all around ghoul.
This was
He said we
Tennessee,
need
and
to. Okay, but
okay.
that gif where Trump says we need to move on is
Mhm.
referring to a school shooting that happened during his presidency.
Right.
And so that gif has gone around. So he used that gif basically saying, like, hey, we need to move on in regards to Charlie Kirk getting killed. And some sheriff or whatever
Mhm.
claimed that he was making threats or something
Yeah.
and arrested this guy and locked him in jail for literally like over 30 days,
It
right?
was a long time. Yeah.
So what happened?
He sued, and he won over $800,000.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Of course, that's
I.
coming out of the taxpayers' money, but again, that's what you get
Mhm.
for voting in clowns who pull stupid stunts like this.
Yeah. It says Tennessee man jailed 37 days over Facebook meme mocking Charlie Kirk's death wins $850,000.
I don't think
Um,
he won enough.
I agree. The sheriff who had him arrested came out and said what he did isn't a crime. We don't have enough, and then he kept him in jail for a month anyway, like a month in jail.
Yeah, that's like how's that even legal?
That's crazy.
That's absolutely crazy. That you
Mm,
ruined that guy's life. Like
yeah,
who the fuck knows? Like a month, anything can happen. You could have family members
he
that die.
missed
You
he
could have
missed the
friends.
birth of his granddaughter. He missed like a
There you
couple
go. That's a
things.
huge fucking thing. And
Yeah,
it's like, oh, what did you get locked up for? I went on Facebook and left a goofy a meme of Donald Trump saying something.
yeah, yeah. It's
And what's
something.
it? I mean, this is a joke. So Trump's slush fund,
Yeah,
this slush fund's supposed to like, it's supposed to be like this bullshit, like people who were abused by the government,
right.
which is such bullshit. It's like, it's literally aimed to like I don't know, give some money to some January Sixers or something.
Yeah,
And this slush fund, though, like in theory, like that guy should be allowed to get some of that money
yeah,
because
yeah.
that was a government overreach right there. And
Right.
it was very
But we know he'll never
anti-American.
get it.
Oh, well, he's getting this money. But
Mm.
no, he would never get that money. No, no one who's been I mean, if that was the case, then like
Yeah,
there's so many like I don't know, like George Floyd's like family should all be getting money for that.
sure. Yeah.
What was her name? That woman that was killed
Oh
in like
yeah.
Kentucky.
Goodman or good
Taylor?
yeah, what
Was it
was her
Brianna or
last name?
something?
I do not recall this. I mean,
Okay, well, her family should get money. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
every person that's been killed by a cop or killed by I don't know, just some
Any
political
municipal,
thing,
yeah. Right.
any any damage caused by a Republican politician. Like
Ugh.
so like yeah, I mean, good. I'm glad the guy got money. It's
Yeah.
a happy story. We never really see it. So
No, rarely
hopefully
see it.
this the whole Charlie Kirk thing is hysterical because they really wanted to weaponize his death and turn into
Yeah.
this like, and we're gonna become like fascists. Like we're gonna ride Charlie Kirk's corpse into becoming a full-on fascist nation.
Hmm.
And instead, what happened? Some numbnuts made a song. We are Charlie Kirk. Like that's so fucking
Yeah.
funny, dude. It's like a earworm in my head. I hate
It
it.
really is. It sticks in
It
there. Yeah.
song's garbage, but that scene, that part, banger. Have you
Hmm.
ever seen the video of it?
No, I don't think so.
It's JD Vance singing it.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, I'll
Yeah.
check that out. Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Mm.
absolute trash. But
Mm.
it's like become a joke. No one gives a
Mm.
fuck about Charlie Kirk's like a joke. And every once in a while, you get
Yeah.
these like jackasses who are like, I'm gonna change the name of Martin Luther King Boulevard to Charlie Kirk Boulevard because he understood the
Sure.
feel of free speech. And it's like, no
Yeah.
one. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's start with them defining the terms first, and then we can.
Speaking of, I'm gonna jump the gun on this one because we're at this. I knew
Yeah.
something was up with Jared Paulus when he lowered the flag
Yeah.
half-mast after Charlie Kirk died. What did Jared Paulus do recently?
He released that woman Kirk. Was it Rebecca or but he released her.
Peters? Look her
I'm
up.
sorry?
You have I don't have access. I can't look up things on this phone because
Oh
I'm
yeah,
using
I'm
this.
sorry. He
Look
released
it
her.
up. What's her name?
Tina
You have
Peters.
Google? Tina Peters. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah,
you said
Tina
Tina. I
Peters
thought you
was an
said it.
election denier who worked for Trump. Her job was to fuck with the election. And Colorado, not being this red chud state, followed the
She
law and arrested her.
she
And
was a true believer.
she showed no remorse when she was on trial.
Zero
She
remorse.
showed zero remorse. She's a full-on cultist.
Yep.
And so they locked her ass up. You see that video of her fighting somebody in the jail? It's really
Yeah,
funny.
it
Like
is
you're
pretty
trying to
funny.
like, oh, she's this sweet old lady. It's like, no, she's not. She's a
No,
fucking
she's
goblin.
violent. She's a
She's
violent
a
goblin. Yeah.
she's a ratchet fucking like she's like the what's her face in the Evil Dead. The Henrietta is in the
Yeah.
basement. I
Well,
do come to Henrietta's basement.
she is. She had no remorse. She'd do it again.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
just
surprised.
like
Is she out of jail yet? Or no, it's like in June,
I
right?
don't know. Like, yeah, because it was a
I
little
think her
weird.
release is June
He
1st.
he basically commuted her sentence rather than like pardoned her or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
So in theory,
I
she could get locked up again, I guess, right? Does she have to
I
follow like
don't know.
isn't there
Probation probably.
probation? I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That would make sense. I mean, it wasn't a pardon if it was a part. So if she was, I mean, you commute a sentence, you're
Right.
basically just saying like, hey,
You
we
just don't
think
have any
you
consequences.
we
Yeah.
think that you got too much time put on this. You served your time.
Right.
You're done. But like in
Yeah.
theory, you should still be like have to
Right.
follow. You have a parole officer you have to check in on or something.
Well, I'll tell you, most people who are on parole go right back into the system. Now
Oh
she's real
yeah,
high
designed to do
profile,
that.
but
But
um,
like, so the Democrats in Colorado censured him.
yep, I saw that.
And he's not ever going to speak at any like Democratic events anymore.
Yeah.
Bennett, who is this current senator, is running for
Hmm.
governor, flat out said, "I will not ever." Like he's off the
Yeah.
list. Like I guess of like who would take his place in the Senate. This
Yeah.
guy, I listen. You know what? It sucks. I mean, he's no fucking Greg Abbott by any means. Greg
Right.
Abbott's
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah.
but this is I always found it weird. I knew something was up was like when Trump won, he was excited about RFK being like the
Yeah.
and it was like, what?
Yeah. Why?
Ew, why? And it's like well, there are some things. Supposedly he was kind of an antagonist to health codes during the coronavirus. He's
Mm,
part of this like weird libertarian wing of the Democratic Party, which doesn't seem is
yeah.
kind of like an oxymoron of some sort.
No,
It's
but I
just
know what you mean.
disappointing. I wonder. I feel like okay. So there's a couple theories I have. One of them is like Tina Peters was basically freed as a way to get Trump off the back. Trump said like after invading Minnesota, I'm going to go to all these other
Yeah.
cities,
Right.
and Colorado and Denver was one of them. And I bet you, Paulus was like, fine, we'll free her. Like
Yeah.
you stay the fuck out of Colorado. Also, Trump was trying to deny clean water to
Yeah.
Colorado, which is insane. So if we had an actual strong Democratic hand, here's the thing: he's not even running again. So he's showing his true colors technically.
Hmm.
You saw that video I sent you of him eating a carrot. Like he don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. He's checked out.
No.
He's literally Bugs Bunny on stage.
Yeah.
He's what's up docking right on stage. He's literally eating a giant cartoon-sized carrot.
Yeah. You can see it.
Like, was this supposed to be a metaphor or something?
I don't know.
So he like I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh, he could have. Let's say Trump threatened him, right? He could have
Right.
came out and said, "Listen, President of the United States threatening to invade, use
Yeah. Just record
his
the call.
thugs." What?
Yeah. Record the call.
Record no, but then also go out and use your bully pulpit as the governor of the state and call
Yeah.
Trump out and say like he's trying to commit war on like the people of the United States, and he tried intimidating me and threatening me
Yeah.
to free a person who deserves to be in prison because they tried to mess with our democracy.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
didn't do any of that. So fuck that guy.
Sure.
All right, what's next?
The next was we got Thomas Massey losing the his race that the Republicans spent $90 million on.
What's the guy's name that ran against him?
No, I knew you were gonna ask that. Let's see.
It made me Google.
Mm, uh
Sorry,
let's
Joseph. I
see.
just don't have access to technology right now.
This is so weird. All my S's turned to Z's. Hold on, let me see here.
Every night my S's turn to Z's.
Yeah, right.
I'm sleeping.
All right, my S is MA. Taxes. That's not pulling up here. Yeah. What is the guy's name? Why won't they just show me the guy's name?
Texas is the reason.
Right.
Wow, the president's dead. My. Jackie O. Oh, Jackie O.
All right, Mass. I'm gonna try a different search term. This is Ed Gallagher, which is funny because it looks just like Ed Gein. Ed Gallagher.
So he made a joke when he lost Thomas Massey. He basically was like, well, he's gonna do his commencement speech or something, whatever it is. What's the speech? I don't know, from Tel Aviv or something.
Inauguration speech, I think he said.
Yeah. Well, here's the fun thing. So remember when Joe Lieberman lost in Connecticut? Yeah. What did he do?
He started the Connecticut for Lieberman something party.
And then and then ran against and basically won by taking some Democratic votes, but basically taking all the Republican votes.
Yeah.
So Kentucky doesn't know. So people were like, well, Massey should run as an independent. Well, Kentucky makes sure you can't do that. They have the laws in there. Most of the red states have it set up that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So, which probably is another way of keeping politicians at bay. So what Massey did is they think that he's probably going to run for president in 28 or something.
That's a tall order. I could see him having some role. There's like some squawking on the internet that says he was robbed, that he really should have had more votes than showed up.
It really makes no sense. Like this guy like just came out of nowhere and like I don't know, like a state that like voted for a Democratic governor, you think would have like a little bit of like like an independent streak, but like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
Everything about
I know what you mean.
The Trump backed candidate backed by all the, you know, Saudi and like Israel money, APAC and all that, and like fuck all the like there's something shady going on.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
Did the Democrat who won is like a straight up socialist or something?
I've heard that, but I don't know that. I heard someone today talking about how they were a communist, you know, which is in the ballpark. But I never had the time to like go investigate it myself. What did you hear?
No, that was it. It was just some guy won, and I don't know if it was the Democratic primary or something in Kentucky for that to run against Goring or whatever the fuck his name is.
Lord, yeah.
Goring? It sounds like a fucking Nazi.
Yeah, it does.
Sounds like one of the top party people or something. Goering? What was the guy's name? He was like the fat one.
Yeah, Goering, yeah.
Right? Wasn't he like the fat, lovable one?
Yep, he's one who got caught after he parachuted into Allied territory.
Is that a joke?
No, I think that is.
Oh, I thought you were taking a plot from Hogan's Heroes and just applying the doofy.
Who was the one who parachuted into Britain?
I have no idea.
Goring. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of a different Nazi. Hold on, let me see.
I'm thinking of a different Nazi. Hold on.
Yeah, it's maybe Spear. All right, Nazi. Look, this is so. My search history is just fucked. Nazi,
Nazis, boobs,
par-
Nazi boobs, girl
Nazi
clown
parachute.
sitting on cake, sloshing
Yeah,
video,
Nazi. Oh, it was
how to
Hess. I'm
slosh.
sorry. Rudolf Hess parachuted into England with a plan to end World War II, and England just chucked him in jail and said, "Yeah, thanks, we're good." We're good.
This is actually my little prank. Is that I could look up stuff I wanted, but I just want Joseph's
Right.
search history list to be
Yeah, not.
completely. They don't know where you're going. They don't know what you're doing. They can't keep
Yeah.
track of you. Your
On
search history
Thursday,
is
on Thursday night, you searched for Christy Nome's husband's man balloon boobs, and then
big old
yeah,
balloonos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Might want to get your search history scrub. Use a
Yeah.
VPN. This show is not use a vape pen. Blow up your house.
Right, right. Um, yeah. I don't
I
know
watched the
that
VPN commercial. Now I'm addicted to vape pens
right.
because I don't know. I don't know how to read.
The I think the weirdest thing about the Kentucky race is that there's no way they should have had to spend a dime on that race. They should have just
No.
figured it out locally. Who's
Well,
the
again,
Republic?
they that dime was spent because Massey wanted the Epstein files to
Yeah,
be like uncovered, and that's all it took.
$90 million.
First of all, like, why is it so easy to manipulate people? I always find like, is that 90 million really going into ads, or are you buying votes? Like, are you buying
Well,
an
I have heard
election? Like I never
they
understood
say
that. Like,
that's the Republican complaint against um the Democratic outreach is that often, like, let's say they'll go to the South and they will hire like three or four local pastors in like historically black churches,
yeah,
and then won't really do anything other than tell their friends, "Oh, I'm working for Bill Clinton," or "I'm working for," and then they'll all vote in that direction. But I mean that people have been doing that since the beginning of time,
yeah,
so I don't know. But 90
yeah. No,
million
that's
dollars.
crazy. That just
Yeah.
seems like pretty excessive. But then again, Christino made a commercial for
Yeah.
$220 million, and the commercial did not look like it cost maybe a million at most.
Zero scenes with Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was
That is just in case anybody's watching and being like, "Why is he bringing her up?"
right.
That is a joke, referencing to a potential budget that the
Yeah.
much deserved maligned Munsters movie on Netflix had. That was, I think, Rob Zombie's last directed film.
I'll bet you're
Uh,
right.
I think it is. And that movie was a piece of shit.
It was real
But
bad.
a story leaked, or I think it was a lie. I don't, or it was a miss. I don't think
Yeah,
they said that the
exaggerated at
movie cost
least.
$40 million, and I made jokes, and you made jokes that like, so basically the movie costs 39 and a half. The movie cost $500,000, and Cheryl Moon Zombies uh got paid
Right.
$39.5 million. Just have to be the wife of the director. Obviously, that's a joke. That's not what happened. I think when Rob Zombie was cornered about it, he basically his response was like, "I don't think any of my movies added up cost that much."
Yeah, it's funny,
Like
you're right.
almost all his movies, like added up, didn't even cost
That
$40 million.
was the last film he did.
It
Uh
it was absolutely trash. It was not
it was
good.
real bad. And then he started getting back into music. He went on tour a few times. I always see him like on tour now, or sometimes
Yeah.
I think he went on the tour with White Zombie.
It was a cool like plot where it was the best part of the movie, and it never promised on it. It just kind of moved on to another. It was like a bunch of like a series of skits. It was really bad.
That was the problem. Is it was a
Did you
series
watch
of
it? Did
yeah,
you watch
yeah,
that movie? Yeah, it's like
yep.
garbage. It was weird too. Like, what's her face is in the movie for a scene, but then she's like a witch and the rest. And I'm like, but I think it was a different actress. It was not her, Elvira, the woman who's
Oh yeah.
she's in like a scene, but then she's like, I'm gonna be a witch in the next scene. And it was like, but I don't think it was the same actress. I don't know. It was really
Yeah.
fucking weird. Movie was not good, but there's like a part in the beginning where like it starts out with what's his name? Literally Frank. What was his name?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think
Herman Munster. Herman
yeah.
Munster's in a punk band, and that's
Right.
how he
Yeah.
meets her. And I felt like that should have been the entire movie right there.
That
Is
would
that
have
he's
been
in this
great.
punk
Yeah.
band, and that would have been fun. And then Grandpa doesn't approve or whatever, and
Right.
you just basically make Wayne's World with but Munsters.
Yeah. That there were parts of it that like looked like it could have had potential, but they were so brief, and then it was like went on to another non sequitur, another
So
scene
bad.
completely unrelated to the scene you just watched. Um,
I remember
Real
one of my
weird.
friends was like, "I like it." And I said, "That's because you just like Rob Zombie. You're a Rob Zombie apologist."
Yeah, I mean,
I'm like, come on, this movie was subpar,
I guess
like
there's
at
nothing
best.
wrong with liking it. I mean, like, but it was not good.
Yeah, I
Mm,
mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with liking it if you consume shit.
right, right, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you like a plate of poo?
This is the kind of film that the guy in the second slot of the Human Centipede would like, you know. So, I mean, if that's you,
Because then it would kill them. They would
right?
die. They're like, this is the worst spot.
Mm, well,
Uh, what is it? I imagine no, the worst spot is everything after the first one.
only the first spot is a decent spot, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
because you're not eating shit.
right.
You literally won. The only thing you got to worry about is that you got a bunch of people attached to your
Yeah, but
asshole.
the middle spot,
Oh, that's the worst. Just
it's the
because.
worst. Yeah, because you've
Did you ever
had
see the movie?
no. I mean, I
That's what happens. The so the human centipede, it's just the three of them.
right.
So the first guy and the girl behind her best friend behind who was in the back, she ends up getting really sick and dies.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the guy in the front
I remember audiences were
splits
shocked when
his
that happened. There was
yeah, like I can't believe the woman that was literally just eating shit for like 2 days died. Like
yeah.
crazy. And then the guy in the front who should have been the happiest actually was the saddest, and he ends up slicing his throat, killing himself.
Oh yeah.
So she's trapped in the
Right.
middle,
Yeah.
and she's pretty much just gonna, as far as we know, it's gonna die. I think they might have showed that. No, because the second movie they did something weird where it was
There's like 100 of them. Yeah.
that way it was the real world, and that Human Centipede was a movie in the real
Oh,
world.
clever.
And this
Little
guy gets
meta.
and this guy gets inspired. It was weird. It was different. Like the guy tried. It was like in black and white. It's like he was trying to do like Lynchian shit or
Yeah.
something.
Mm.
And then the third one like was just an outright farce where it
God.
was like in a prison.
Oh
It was pretty
God.
funny. Yeah, the third one was just a straight up farce.
Mm.
Um, The best was like they showed a different prisons. I guess they would do that. It wasn't as ridiculous. They were just
Right.
sewn on. They weren't like their whole body. They didn't have like their teeth knocked out or
God.
anything like that. But they would have permanent like poo holes around
Oh
their like
God.
where the threads went in. They would have those scars. So you just served
Oh
your time
mercy.
as part of the human centipede. But the best was like for the extreme criminals or
Yeah.
whatever. There was the millipede
Oh jeez.
and they had no arms or legs. It was just laying
Uh,
there. It was just like people like laying, like it was just like a bunch
oh
of like torsos.
God. The
It's like,
hell. What the
yes, it
hell?
is hell. It's pure hell. But nothing will be worse than that woman trapped in the middle between two
No.
dead bodies. And I think the scientist was that the doctor was dead too at that point,
Oh Lord.
and she couldn't. She's just it's
Yeah.
fucked up. Yeah, good movie, good for the kids.
Right. Yeah. Ugh.
My
Yeah.
son's like, I want to watch that. I'm like,
No.
I wouldn't be shocked if he already watched it.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't,
Yeah.
you watched it on like TikTok. You ever watch like when they show clips? The worst is when they do that weird effect over it. They do like
Yeah.
these weird highlight lights going over it, and like
They.
it zooms in and out of like
Yeah.
scenes, and it's like,
Yeah. You thought the pan
what?
and scan was bad. This is next level.
This is this is garbage. I always found the pan and scan kind of interesting because it was like, hey, remember that really good movie? Like now it
Do you
all
want to
looks
watch two
like
thirds of it? Do you want to watch?
Oh, that no, I was talking about what was it like? Some of the newer TVs had this weird like real motion or something.
Oh,
Everything just
okay.
looked like a weird soap opera. It just
Oh,
made everything. You could like
yeah.
watch any old movie. I remember watching like 22, and it felt like it was I was there in the room with them. It was weird. It lost its like cinema.
Huh.
I can't explain it, but it was like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
feature that TVs had. And at first, I was like, "This is kind of cool." I'm keeping it on. I'm like, I gotta turn this off. This is weird."
yeah. Oof. Well, I think our last like serious thing was the Iran war vote, which happened today.
There
Did
wasn't
you
anything else. I didn't miss anything.
we got okay, so we got on the list we had the Trump slush fund, Trump's IRS deal, the Charlie Kirk
Trump's
meme
slurry
guy,
fun.
the midterms heating up. We did Trump endorsing Paxton,
Mhm.
um, Jared Polis, Massey losing in a $90 million race, and then the last one
Yep.
was the Iran war vote. Yeah.
Okay. So didn't John Fetterman vote with the Republicans?
I believe so, yeah. Um, but there's a decent number of Republicans that voted to not fund the war. Anyway,
So
they
what does
called
this
off the
mean now?
vote.
So what happened?
Uh,
Oh yeah, the what's his face isn't going to vote on it.
yeah.
Uh,
Whenever Trump is about to lose, Mike Johnson takes the ball and
he's
goes
such
home.
a fucking worm. He's such a little
He
worm.
won't let anyone vote on
He's the
anything. And
worst. He's like worse than
yeah,
anybody. He is like everything about him, and he's such a smug prick when he
yep,
talks and shit. It's just like
yeah.
he doesn't give a fuck. He don't care.
No, oh no.
He has no humility, one bit.
Yeah, you can't embarrass him.
No, I mean, dude's got to get home and watch what his son's jerking off to.
Right. Well, the Iraq war thing, Iraq's still going on. I saw an article in the
Iran,
paper today. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Iran.
Iran. Yeah, I mean, you'll
I know.
forgive me for.
It's just never this endless cycle. I
Yeah.
mean, if there
Honestly,
was
we've
an
been at war.
Iraq, if there was an
Right.
Iraq, that would be the next country we'd be going.
Yeah. If you're right, we've been at war with one of those two
Iraq,
countries.
Iran, I laugh.
Yeah, we've been,
Laugh. Iraq, Iran, I
but
laugh.
since I'm seriously for like 20 some years we've been at this, you know? Yeah. Well, Um, anyway, so they stopped the vote, so they didn't vote on it. So, um, again, like Trump has a few people like Mike Johnson will just, nothing will ever happen because, they
Well,
canceled the
this is
vote.
why it's important that the Dems take the House,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um,
even if it's just by 2 seats, 2 fucking seats,
yeah.
like 5 seats, 10 seats, whatever. Like, I don't want
Mm.
to hear this bullshit. Oh, we have a thin majority. Fuck that. You won in a landslide.
The
Act like it.
Republicans have done all this with a thin majority.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there'll be some douchebag
Yeah. Yeah.
Democrat that'll come out like from some and be like, "Oh, but we have to see what this fuckhead from like
Mm.
Fuckovania thinks," and then fucking Joe
Yeah.
Manchin poops out a congressman, and
Mm.
fucking Kristen Sinema's fucking uh, tampon comes to
Hmm.
life and turns into a fucking
Hmm.
congressperson, and then we have to like abide by their shitty like John Fetterman's fucking hemorrhoid.
It's rough. Yeah. Well, midterms are coming up. Dem's got to put everything they got into it and come away with a win, and we'll see what happens after that.
It feels like
Uh,
it should be an easy one, but
it should be,
it won't be because of the whole
but it won't
gerrymandering
be.
thing.
Yeah. Um, yeah. All right. So we watched. Did you were the one who brought it up to me, right? You said you had started watching Fifth Element again.
Yeah, it was on. I was like, I don't know. I was like running, and I'm like, I'm sick of
Yeah.
watching cheap shit. I need to watch something. Sometimes it runs better when I could get lost in a movie and I forget
Yeah.
I've been running for an hour.
Right.
Need to get my mind off.
Right.
Um, okay, so I watched it. I haven't seen it in years. It looks great.
Right.
Most of the effects are decent. I would say the worst part is just like some of the CGI is not the greatest,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Overall, it looks amazing.
the city's insane. I don't know
Yep.
how they made that the city with the
Yeah.
cars and everything.
Yep.
Absolutely, just the costumes, the direction, like the world building.
Yeah.
I think it. it feels like they don't make movies like this anymore. And I
I
know that,
100%
like,
agree.
or maybe they do. It just doesn't get like the majesty it does. I feel like I don't know. The problem with streaming is so much stuff gets shitted out that it doesn't have any memorable impact. You move on to the
Yeah.
next thing. But then something like Fifth Element, that even if you didn't like the movie, it kind of sticks with you. It's like really colorful in a lot of spots. I always found it to be kind of annoying. I kind of I always made jokes that it was like Fashion Week Star Wars or
Yeah.
something. Like
It was a big deal when it came out. It was on all sorts of shows, like fashion shows. It was on news shows. It was on,
I,
sci-fi shows.
I always
Uh,
found it a little like I don't know, it made me think of that. Like there was like some Robert Altman movie that was about fashion that came out. It was like around
Predator.
yeah, it made me think of that.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have like I'm the hot step word I'm up
Right.
like
Yeah.
playing in it. I don't know. It was just like but what was cool about it though, like was how much detail was put into it and like how it
Oh,
looked
yeah.
like French sci-fi. Bruce Willis was like perfectly casted in it.
Yep.
What's her face is kind of annoying,
Mila
but
Jovovich.
yeah, like she's great and everything and super iconic in it, but like so I was always like, okay, so she was supposed to be one of those weird like fat bird men that showed up. Remember
I
they were like the
yeah.
aliens and they're wearing like the big armor
I
and
thought she would they were
they
they
reconstructed her from her that
yes.
hand. They were like, that was all we needed because the species that had like a billion DNA strands or something crazy. So
Right.
it was enough to like this machine they had to like rebuild her. So I guess under that machine, it's actually just like an advanced humans, and it's not a weird
I
fat bird muppet.
I guess it could be. I always assumed that those bird robot alien creatures that they were like the space version of the priests on Earth that worked to preserve the fifth element, which was love, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know, but like, yeah, basically that is it in a nutshell. Like
you just
they
spoil the
recreated
movie
this.
by saying the fifth element is love.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
spoiled a. How old's this movie? I mean, it's
like
definitely over 30
30.
years.
Um,
Probably more than that. When did it come out? 96? Maybe it is 30 years old now.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right. Well, that's coming out. The reason it's funny that you had mentioned that because I was looking to see when the Mandalorian movie was coming out, and in the upcoming movies section, they are re-releasing Fifth Element in the theaters.
97, so next year.
Okay.
97.
Um, I would go see that in the theaters, I think it'd be fun to see it. I remember
I
seeing it in the
saw it in the
theater.
theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I don't know what I expected of it. I think but I appreciate more for what it is, or it looks like more Mobius and like these like French artists, like French sci-fi. It looks like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a European flair to it. Don't look up the director, whatever you do.
Why?
Oh, he's a little bit of a
Okay.
he's got a little he's a little what's the word? So you remember the blue girl? The blue lady that's at an
Yes.
opera
Yeah.
singer.
You
So
told me this.
supposedly
Yeah.
she was a lot younger. I think she was considered an adult when they filmed the movie, but supposedly she was his girlfriend when she was like
Yeah.
14. And
Uh,
she was only like 18 in that movie. She looked a lot older. And I mean, that's because of the blue, the big weird
right.
blue outfit she was. Yeah. So didn't he also do
Yeah.
Leon the Professional?
Yeah, when Natalie Portman was like 12
Yeah, that
or
was
something.
always
Yeah.
like a little weird. That
Um,
always had
I
some weirdness to it.
I just looked, they are re-releasing Fifth Element in the theaters July 26th and 27th or something.
I
Uh,
hated fucking Chris Tucker. I will say I appreciate
yeah.
the character more for what it is in this movie. I
I
actually do enjoy it more. I'm not a fan of him, but I like
right.
the character more.
I remember seeing it in the theaters and I think I was like you. I didn't love it. I liked parts of it. I liked Bruce Willis. I really liked looking at Mila Jovovich.
He
But
walked so Jar Jar could run.
yeah, but I remember thinking like, why did they make parts of this so stupid? Why did they make parts of it not serious?
There's a lot of like
Uh,
very not serious parts, like
yeah,
like a lot. Like even like the military. There's that one guy.
If they could have, they'd have put Jerry Lewis in it. You know, they would have.
No,
They
they would
they
not.
would. They're French,
No, they would
and they
not.
would
Yeah,
have
that's
done it.
true. And
They,
Woody Allen.
yeah,
And yeah, no, they. I think they would have restrained themselves.
yeah, you would have.
Jerry Lewis was alive. He
Yeah,
can't do it. He
it's
doesn't do
a
a telethon every day. They
miracle
could
you
have grabbed
didn't
him.
have some space alien going, lady, like something like,
Yeah. There's
uh,
a skit that Mr. Show did where Bob Odenkirk plays like this evil scientist that's going to destroy the world. So every year they have to do a telethon, and if they don't raise enough money, he'll blow up the planet.
oh, that's funny.
And I was like, this is like totally making fun of Jerry Lewis, where it's
Yeah,
like an aging comedian that guilts you into like if you don't give him money, he
right.
uses these children to like
Yeah,
and yeah,
keep
and it
his
keeps him
career
relevant.
relevant.
And he has this like special. It was like I forgot what anniversary it was of Doctor or whatever his name was, played by Bob Odenkirk.
Oh
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't get enough money in the end. And he's like, all right. Then he gets in his like rocket, and he's like, I'm gonna blow up the planet now. They're like, no, no. But then he curses oh no, someone shows up with enough money, he wins, and and then there's like an ongoing joke about a swear jar in the beginning. And that's
Okay.
how they were able to raise the money to stop him, is because the Bob Odenkirk character curses, and they're like,
Oh, that's
"Hey, you gotta
funny.
put that in the swear jar,"
God.
and that's we got the money. And he does like a dance. He does like this dance. You never seen that skit?
I
So
know, I've
fucking
never
funny.
seen that. Yeah, I'll look that up.
Oh God, so fucking
Well,
funny.
I loved rewatching Fifth Element.
I
I'd forgotten Luke
appreciate.
Perry was in it.
Yeah, very small part though.
Yeah,
He's all like they
yeah.
give him like a big title role. He's in the first like 2 minutes. Like
Yeah,
he's like a nothing in it. He's
yep.
barely. He really is like nothing in it. I feel bad for him
Oh
that he
yeah, those
died like that at
yeah.
such a young age. It was like a
Um,
heart attack or something.
something like that.
It's like
Because he
crazy to
was
think about all those people like dead. Like Sharon Doherty died, and like it's
yeah.
like
Uh, yeah. It is weird. Because he had like kind of a late career resurgence too. Um, people really liked him on that Sabrina show, and I don't know. It sucks. It sucks. Oh yeah, so someone else passed away today. It was like a NASCAR driver. I didn't know really. I don't know anything about NASCAR, but I'd heard this name
I heard
Kyle
he
Busch.
turned to the left.
Yeah, right. And he died. He was like 41. Just died. You know, it was
What did he
like
die of?
it. Thing said illness, so I don't know. I didn't like I
Alcoholism.
said. I figured it
Alcoholism.
was something like that, but
I shouldn't say that. That's not funny.
well, whatever.
Oh, that
All right, so
cocaine.
we got I think I am by the way going to go see Fifth Element when it comes out in the theater. If my kid will go with me, I'll go see it in the theaters.
I am
Uh,
okay with I don't need to see that again in the theater, but I did enjoy it. I will say this about the movie though, and I think I kind of stood by it too. It starts out really strong. I
yes,
feel like the budget, it's like I don't know, they lose some of the effects.
they
It's not
burned
like
through
they
the
make these
budget.
movies in order. They don't make these
They
movies
shot it
in.
sequentially and
Yeah,
burned
they
through the
saw it
budget
sequentially, and they
early.
ran out of money. And it just gets cheaper and cheaper, and it just ends with them in like a room with,
Yeah,
which is honestly how the He-Man movie ended. Did you ever hear about that?
no, that's funny.
Okay, remember the He-Man movie from the
Yeah,
80s?
with
So
Franklin Jella.
they
Yeah,
literally had no budget in the end scene of the movie that Skeletor and He-Man literally fight like in a dark room with like flashlights on them for
oh
certain
man,
scenes. And when you see it as a kid, you're like, they're on like some astral plane
right.
fighting. And it was like, no, this is like the sets were already torn down. The budget, the movie was done. They had to film this. They had to find the
That's
cheapest way
funny.
to do it. I want to see the new He-Man movie. I saw the preview
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
I'll probably go. I'm just gonna go one day next week or whatever. I have a free ticket from the Alamo, so I'm gonna go definitely check it out. Uh,
I was going to say that they shifted budget to do like they did that cardboard Star Wars. Uh,
oh,
that was
that was
great.
pretty. I know. I need to watch the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's like some cardboard Star Wars thing you found, but it has like some
yeah.
famous people involved or something.
I was surprised because at first it just sounded I didn't know it was a whole thing. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
they
like
just
it's
recreated a
like
few
almost
scenes.
it's like 50 something minutes long.
Yeah. And it's like very lovingly done, you know. There's parts where, you know, they deviate from the script, but a lot of it's like just a straightforward retelling of the script.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's real good. Well, yeah. Um, all right, next thing we got was For All Mankind, the last episode of For All Mankind. What do you think?
Oh, we're up to that. Oh, okay. So we have For Mankind, then we have
Oh, and then
Margot.
Margot, and we're gonna talk about the boys briefly.
So I'm trying to think of like the big moments this episode. Problem is, like I'm gonna watch it later tonight. Like what the next episode, because we're doing this episode a day later than we
Yeah,
normally do.
right.
Uh,
It ended, the last one I saw was that one where it
I
ended with
got
the
it was my fault. I was on a search for truth,
eh,
and you want to know what I found?
what'd you find?
Nothing.
Right. Uh, the
Search for
ending,
truth.
the
Disappointment.
the
That's what I
ending
found.
of this last episode was the one that ends in a giant explosion that kills someone. It's where the Earth forces they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah, oh
blow
yeah,
up
yeah.
the
So they're sending the Earth forces to basically they're using the basically so the big plot in the last season was how Mars becomes somewhat independent or gets
yeah,
becomes a power player is they basically steal the comet. There's some comet
right.
that was gonna like pass by Earth or something like that, and they
Yep.
stopped it to get the minerals, and it was near Mars or something. So the Mars people grabbed it and basically brought it to like Mars orbit or something,
Something like that, yeah.
keeping it in
That's
its
the
place
last
so
scene
that
of
it
the
could
last
never.
season.
So then there's in this season, and I remember the last season they show like the mining on it looked like super
Yeah.
sci-fi. I'm like, they never showed that again. They
No.
showed it in this episode. We got to see it in this one
Right.
because they didn't show the comet until or asteroid
Yeah,
or whatever it
you're
is.
right.
We didn't see it until this
This last
episode.
episode.
Right.
Huh.
So the fuck was I gonna say?
Well, Mars is
They're
like
using like the Earth. They're trying to do two things. They want to take back control of Mars,
mhm,
but the real plan is to try to basically take the asteroid to
yeah,
Earth, so they could so basically weakening Mars completely and using, and then Earth has claim to all the resources or whatever.
right.
So what they do is the Korean guy, I forgot his name, the
Yeah, I
older
don't
guy.
remember and I'm not gonna
He
guess of it.
he says like he comes up with this plan basically saying like what they would do is like you basically blow up the launch pad or the landing pad.
Right.
You destroy the roads. That's how you win a war. You defeat the enemy's ability to land their fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
So um they blow up
The gate
well
thing, right?
it's the Russian governor guy
Mhm,
and the blonde girl the blonde woman who's like the cop lady.
yeah. Yeah.
They go on the mission together. They go on one of the hover pods. I didn't realize that they were leaving Mars orbit. There's like a big storm coming and everything.
Right. It's yeah.
So they blow it up, but they didn't realize that there were soldiers there. So they end up killing one guy, and I think it was like someone senior to Gordy's. I don't know. It was like someone senior to her.
Yeah, it was an important person, right.
Yeah.
Um,
So and he's killed. He's the one that gets killed. So we're gonna see the fallout of that.
right. We don't know what happened yet, but we will
I
like
do like them focusing on her. I like when they show her running and it looks like she's running to Mars. Like they show her like on the treadmill every time,
Yeah.
and you see Mars just getting closer and closer.
Yeah,
The
that character's turned
vehicle,
out to be a good one, I think.
yeah, no, I like her character, and it's a legacy character in a way.
Yeah. In a
I
way,
mean,
yeah.
it is. You find out, the movie like kind of starts out with this like the Russian girl who, and I guess she was killed.
Oh yeah.
She died when they were doing the
Right.
cringe dance.
Yeah.
They realize they're running out of food. They're basically gonna be out of resources in like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Um, so there's all kinds of shit happening. I'm trying to think what other big moments happen in this episode.
Those were the only ones I really remember. The food dwindling is a big kind of ticking thing. And the explosion with the guy getting killed, that was another big
Oh,
thing.
we get to learn more about the Russians, I guess, and like what
Yeah,
happened like with the governor's like wife and like how she was
yeah,
told to say
true.
all that shit on TV. It's interesting. I think that's where the Star City could be interesting because this universe, the Soviet Union never collapses.
Right.
It stays in power.
Yeah.
So that should be an interesting show. I feel like it opens the door for them to do like
Yeah, I'll
all
bet you
kinds
it's real
of.
good.
Yeah, but I'm a little annoyed because I saw I got billed for Apple and my discount price is now over.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like $112 a month now.
God.
I mean, like
Um,
I like the show, but I don't like it that much.
well, there's only two more episodes left in this season, and then we have one more season of this, and then the show is done. So I'm real glad that they have plenty of notice to wrap it up. I like the
Yeah,
idea that they're doing it this way. I think that's a real solid move by Apple. Um, and it feels like two episodes that's enough to tell this chapter of the story, so to speak.
you
This
like
has
the
been
the Russian lady now?
no, not necessarily, but like I certainly understand her a lot more now.
Well,
She's
they
a lot
showed
more.
her. She was in prison
Yeah,
for years, and she got beaten and shit.
yeah.
And so I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I'm sure that would change her a little bit.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah,
And then
two more
she's on Mars
episodes.
and she's immediately held hostage right after that. She's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I mean,
Rough
I would
life.
imagine the living conditions a lot better than the prison she was in, but
Yeah.
still.
Ugh,
It's like it was supposed to be like a fucking 3-hour tour. Now she's been stuck on Mars for like 6 months.
right. Ugh.
Oh, the other part of the episode was the team that was on the moon of Saturn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the B story of that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, with Ed's daughter.
they're trying to go to some spot, and it's like they have limited resources or something to go to it. It's like it's just a little further away from their ability to drive to
Yeah.
something.
It seems like that's working towards a big reveal that'll occur like in the last few minutes of this season, right? I mean,
What
is that
does
your
God need a starship for? What's that from?
God, what is that from?
Why does
What is
God
it
need a
from?
starship?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Star Trek 5,
Okay, yeah.
the shitty one.
Is that the
The one where
Undiscovered
Captain Kirk.
Country?
Yeah, it's the one where they go and visit God or something, but then
Yeah,
it was revealed that he was just like some
right.
space demon thing or whatever. Why does
Man.
God need a chariot? That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go there and they're gonna end up in that.
uh, hmm. Oh, woof.
They go there, they turn their heads, right? And then all of a sudden you see this beautiful valley filled with water and weird creatures that are docile creatures, and they're like, "What?" Oh, and they take their helmets off, and then the show just
Mm,
turns into For All Mankind
right.
SG1 or whatever, like
God.
For all mankind, the Star Pact, and that just
Anyway.
was a full-on cheesy sci-fi show.
Well, this is okay. This is actually a decent segue.
Is it?
Margot, yeah, Margot has money trouble. Is the last
Margot is
show?
also a character
Oh yeah, she
on.
is.
Yeah, we haven't seen her since.
I'll tell you well, we haven't. The Margot show. Margot has money trouble. Is that what it's called? Margot has money
Yeah.
trouble. Um, there's like space aliens in every episode, like not real ones, but like pictures of
Well,
them
that's
and
her
like
thing. That's her
yeah,
thing. And then I like the ending though when she shows up. I guess that was the big reveal. She was gonna show her vagina in the end or something.
yeah.
But she had the full set. The alien makeup was like really on target. Um, I don't know if I'd be interested that much to pay money for that. I think I'd be like,
Yeah. I'm
that's.
I'm pretty sure I could find that on Google.
I'm Joe shopping at X.
um, I
Sorry, Margot, your money problems are still there.
All I need is a Chat GPT subscription and access to 200,000 gallons of water, and I will have my.
Yeah, yeah. What can I say? I'm a thrifty gooner.
Um, it took me a little while to
Thrifty
get.
Gooner.
That'd be,
That sounds like a bar somewhere. Like, hey, you want
yeah,
to go get
the
a drink
thrifty.
at the Thrifty Gooner? And it's just some like guy who's like, "Ugh." Like that's the artwork. It's like a duck, cartoon duck with a
Yeah.
heart on.
Oh God. I don't know why it took me long to get into this show, but it did.
If
And
anyone
but
steals that name, the Thrifty Gooner, I will come after you. I'm
but I really
serious. I got nothing else better to do.
it's a great show. I really like it. It just took me a little while to get into it. And you've always liked it. You liked it from the get-go, right?
Oh, I always liked it. I'm an OG. I was there
Original
from the
original
beginning.
Gooner. Original.
I was there when it all started, like 7 or 8
Yeah.
weeks ago. The world was
Um
different back then. No, it probably was actually. If we went back and
oh,
revisit,
so.
there'd probably be like less corruptions and things. That slush fund thing didn't exist yet.
Yeah. Um
I think it's a good show. This episode, the plot was basically that like out of nowhere, the father wanted to get full custody
yeah.
of the baby. Brody, is that the name of the kid?
Bodhi.
Baby's baby's adorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the baby Yoda of the show.
BODHI.
So the father, who wanted nothing to do with the baby at all,
Right.
and the parent, or his mom, basically put in a trust or something that can't be touched, so that she would go away.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, well, you find out that his wife found out, left him. So I guess he's trying to fill some hole
Yeah.
of so he wants to all of a sudden now wants the kid, and because she does OnlyFans, and also because the father
Yeah.
was revealed to be a drug addict and also almost broke his hand.
Yeah.
He might have some reasons. So they have to go through the case. You know, I was like, the judge. I thought the judge part was great. I love that guy.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
who that was? I was like, I know who that is.
Who
I
was
know who
he
that
did look real
fucking is.
who was it?
I buy that for $1.
Oh, okay, yeah. The guy from RoboCop. Yeah.
He's the guy who turns into a sludge monster.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Can you
God,
fly,
yeah.
Bobby? Actually, that's not his line. He
Right.
goes, he's the one who shoots and goes, "Oh, I love it," or something
Yeah.
with that gun.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that guy. That was the
Huh.
judge.
Well, the whole
So I was
show's
like,
really good. The cast is amazing. The cast is just lights out amazing.
oh, I mean, it's like top notch. I will say my only complaints about the show is just that, like, if it gets to season 2, I would like to learn more about her friend. I feel like her friend's just this like subservient. They
I
kind of
always
build her up a little bit in this episode. I like when the dad apologizes to her.
Yeah.
They kind of build her up as a character, but I just feel like there's never a scene where Margot like just outright says like, "I couldn't do this without you," because she couldn't. She
I
like
thought
she just throws so much on that woman.
yeah, and there was even a scene where uh Margot says like I couldn't this was like halfway through the show. She's like I couldn't do this without you, and is it Sunny? Is that the roommate's name?
I think so.
She's like it's the flat lighting or whatever. And then like a few scenes later, the two OnlyFans that she's going to collaborate with,
Yeah.
they're like she's got that beautiful flat lighting, and I thought they were setting it up so that like they would partner, like Sunny and Margot would like partner up and split the money, but that never
It looks like
happens.
they must be. I mean,
They do
she
something, but yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. I just feel like they need to explain that relationship a little more.
yeah,
I feel like she's just this like subservient character who just does
right,
whatever fuck Margot wants. And I mean, I just think like there needs to be like this episode where it's like, I've been fucking helping you. Like she just
yeah,
fucking loses it on
right.
Margot or something. The other thing too is again, I just the one of the biggest things I don't believe in is that these two more successful OnlyFans girls
Right.
would also just go along with all her bullshit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just think that like that doesn't make any sense
It
in a lot
doesn't.
of ways. They were successful in what they did. Only
A
one
lot
who
of that
really
plot
gained
didn't
some
make
of it
any
is
sense.
Margot. Yeah, that's my only only
Yeah.
critique is just that
Right.
like there's nothing to be gained. I mean, I guess she tells him like, "I'll give you better writing and the alien stuff," but even then, it's like, I
I mean, what
mean,
is that worth? Like,
I like when she goes to the party and she's noticed though.
oh yeah, yeah.
That was in the episode before when her friend from her like hometown or whatever
Right.
shows up. Then the one that she would Zoom call with a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that was really good. And she goes like a
Yeah.
frat party or whatever, and then people knew it was her, and then
Yeah.
she has to leave.
Hmm. Yeah. I like it. They already greenlit a season 2, so we are going to get a season 2.
Oh, it's a great show. Michelle
Yeah.
Pfeiffer's great on it. Greg
Oh,
Kinnear's great
she's
on
super
it.
good.
He's so they get investigated and like I don't know. It wasn't this episode. It was the episode before. Like
Yeah. Child
basically, like
Protective
Child
Services.
Protective Services show up and they think it's the father of the kid, and it's not. He even says that I didn't do it. I knew
Yeah.
I knew right away it was gonna be Greg Kinnear. I was like, he's.
I didn't, but it made perfect sense when it
It made
happened.
perfect sense just because he's like this overtly religious. He's like heavily involved. Isn't he like the head of the church or
Yeah, I think
something?
he's like, yeah, the pastor, like the chief pastor or the
Yeah.
president or
So
something.
I mean, in his
Yeah.
overly immoral ways, he's probably somewhat right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
From his
in his
viewpoint,
fucked
sure.
up way, he's protecting the baby,
Yeah.
but he's not because she is a good mother. I mean,
Right.
obviously, leaving the kid with the dad having a relapse, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
bad. But I like
Yeah.
that he like left immediately. He's like, I'm leaving. Like, obviously, I can't be here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he has like some. I do like the scene when he kind of confides with the friend. What's her name
Yeah.
again?
So I think it's Sunny. I'm almost
Yeah,
positive it's Sunny.
like I like it because that was always a convenient thing. It's like Sonny's like obsessed with him, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, your dad, what? You
Right.
know, but they're he considers her a friend and everything, and like so I don't know. It's a good show. I
Yeah.
like it,
It's tough. Yeah, it's good.
and I hope we see her vagina next season, like they
Yeah, sure.
promised. I'm just kidding. Like it's just
Yeah. All right. Well, the last thing we were going to talk about is
I heard she goes on a swing and goes, "My JJ."
the
What is
last
that?
thing
Do you know that reference?
I do not.
Oprah Winfrey on a swing, and she's saying like "Marvin JJ."
The last thing we were
This
going to talk about, and I only saw the last
a real
episode.
clip.
We were going to talk about the Boys series finale.
Yeah,
Um,
wait.
I actually watched the last episode. I think I watched the
Did
first
you watch
episode.
any of the shows?
I
No.
watched part of part of last season 4. I watched like I don't know 6 episodes in a row or something like that. But I was only a sporadic viewer.
Did you watch any of the first season?
I watched the first episode of the first season, and I think a few other episodes, but yeah, I don't really remember much of it.
That's weird.
Um,
The way your viewing habits are strange.
well,
You just like,
this
I'll just
one particular
jump
show never
around and
grabbed me.
like sample it, like like at a Costco or
Well,
something.
people,
Like, let's watch this
I'd see a
episode.
clip on TikTok, and I'd be like, "Oh, that looks interesting," and then I'd
I mean,
watch
it's
it.
a little, yeah, it's like overtly gory. It's a little
Yeah,
disgusting. It's overtly sexual. Um, so there was some complaints about this season. I will say I did like the finale. I think they did a decent job. I'm gonna rewatch it with my son. Someone
yeah.
said that like the scope of the show just felt so much bigger in the earlier episodes, and that these episodes feel cheaper.
Huh.
Uh, I don't know. I feel like I need to go back and rewatch it or something. There's
Yeah,
like one person said it's probably because like all the actors make so much more money now than they did in the first season.
yeah. Well,
But I don't. I'm not gonna blame the actors for
yeah,
that. But because that's not the case with Game of Thrones. That looked better
right.
than I don't know. Um, I like how spoilers. Homeland loses his power. That was part of the big plot.
Yeah,
His powers get sucked away. He's basically been like a like superhero, super powered since childbirth. So he's
right.
never not known real pain. So when his powers a lot, the best when he tries to jump away, like fly.
Yeah,
Uh, what's his face? Butcher just starts beating the shit out of him.
yeah.
And then
It's
he's like, I'll
brutal.
suck your dick.
Yeah,
I'll eat your shit. Come on,
he
man. It's
immediately
like,
went to like a sniveling coward.
yeah, well,
Which I guess
because
makes sense if you've
yeah,
never felt pain before,
Yeah, he basically had the edge of everything is
Yeah.
his superpowers, and he never really didn't need to learn how to fight because all he had to do was just blast people away
Yeah.
or with his laser blast, or he could physically tear people apart. Like, so he never had to learn basic combat skills
Right.
really. And of course, Butcher's like a tank. This guy,
Right.
Carl Urban's great in this. He's like,
Yeah.
it was a solid episode. I just, I mean, I get the complaints. I think my biggest complaint of the season. So there's another show coming out called Vault Rising or
Oh
Vault
yeah. Yeah.
Rising,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Right.
and it's supposed to be a prequel show. But I think it also flashes forward with, fuck, I don't know what his name is, Soldier Boy.
Oh yeah.
So the biggest complaints people had was they felt like they were cramming in these characters as like this weird backdoor
Yeah.
pilot to this new show, and I find that unnecessary. They didn't have to do that.
Right.
I don't need to know these characters. They didn't have to do that. All they had to do was slap the boys logo on the show
Mhm.
and basically cut a
Yeah.
promo or something. Like they didn't need to have like, oh, let's just throw all these characters that mean nothing to you that are integral to the plot, and then we're gonna have them disappear. Like that guy. See, you didn't watch the episode. There's this guy called Bombside or something, and
Oh
that's how they
jeez.
get the Vault One, V1.
Okay. Yeah.
Homelander wants V1 because then he'll live forever. Like the original V1 people, like the superheroes had like
Hmm.
basically they're immortal. Uh I don't know. I like the show. I think it's
Yeah.
worth watching. What was your favorite part of the last episode? I bet the part when the dog died, right? That was sad.
That was a little terror.
Yeah, little
No,
Tara was just little sleeping. That was sad. Little
you know
Marshall.
what was funny? I liked it when that,
The dog
um,
died in real life.
when
I don't think
that
they used that dog.
one woman lost her powers and she seemed relieved. I thought that was like,
Oh, and she goes to Harry Potter World.
yeah,
She's
she
supposed to
goes
be
to
like
like
the
Orlando.
smartest person. That's like the joke. She's the smartest person like ever. She has to
Right.
like every once in a while. She's so fucking smart. Brain moves so quickly that she has to basically give herself a lobotomy every once
Right.
in a while.
To enjoy like media, pop culture.
Not that's
Um,
that. No, her brain. She
yeah.
needs to do it or she'll die. Like her brain will fucking explode or something. So she has to like constantly give herself lobotomies. And then that time she can enjoy pop culture. I love
Yeah.
though that she's just kind of dumb. And then she's like, I'm going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Right. That's funny.
Dude, a lot of people are disappointed with that character. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I like
I,
David Diggs, I think his name is. He was from Snowpiercer.
the Oh Father guy.
Yeah, oh, Father.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta see.
He
They
is
do
good.
like this one part when he does like a play, and it's like he's in Hamilton, and it's because the actor was in Hamilton. So I
Oh,
thought
that's
that was
funny.
pretty
Yeah.
funny. They're really good at doing parodies. My favorite was in the episode. I'm sure you saw this, right? Where like they're talking to Homelander about these concerned billionaires, people that really.
Oh, the Elon Musk
And this
character.
guy shows up with this black hat that looks like I
Yeah.
forgot what it said, but it's basically the dark MAGA hat.
Yeah.
And they said that he was the richest man in the world, that he had 17 kids and
Right.
was a wannabe astronaut or something.
Yeah.
So Homelander goes to talk to him. He's like, "Can I talk to you?" Yeah, he goes, you see him just fly up super fast. And he comes down without him, and he said, he's an astronaut. I took him to
Right.
space.
Took him to space.
I left a
Um,
comment that has picked up a bit on Threads.
yeah.
Let's see where it's at. I said that Homelander did. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I said thought it was funny that. Oh, that's not it. This is where is it? Uh, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I said Homelander actually used his powers for good. He killed,
Nice.
he killed the Elon Musk stand-in.
Right. That's funny.
He used his powers for good once.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, no, it was good. Oh, he did exactly what he said he was going to do in the first episode. He was going to take his crowbar and basically
Yeah.
break it over Homelander's head.
I did see a lot of videos talking about that, the symmetry between that. Yeah, I liked it. I don't know that I'm going to go back and watch the series.
The ride. Ryan, the kid, is
Yeah.
technically so basically what happens is you find out in the first episode. Well, throughout the plot, you think that Butcher's wife's dead in the
Right.
first season. And then you find out, spoilers, at the end of the season, Butcher's wife's not dead, and actually Homelander's had a relationship with her and that they had a kid together. And that's like the
Right.
big like season finale. That was a big like what do they call it? Like
The reveal. Yeah.
cliffhanger. And then so Ryan is technically Homelander's kid and Butcher's dead wife.
Yeah.
Now she was supposedly held captive. That's what you find out. It wasn't like she was. I don't know. I
Right.
forgot.
Right.
I
Right.
haven't seen it in years. So I'm trying to think. There was another big. Yeah. What else happened? Oh, so then Butcher wants to like kill everybody at the end or something. The dog, because the dog died.
Yeah.
That was sad. And he's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
it, I'm gonna kill everyone now." And then Yui had to go after him. So Yui taking him out. I liked him when Ryan says to Butcher, like, basically, like, he has plans to raise Ryan or whatever. And Ryan's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"You're a bad guy." Like,
Yeah.
Homelander was a bad guy, but you're also a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, and he was kind of right.
Well, like I said, I don't know much of the context of the show. I found the episode to be good. It was fun. It was kind of enjoyable. You could see I don't think you needed to know a ton about it to kind of understand the emotional arcs of it and everything.
So
But
one of the funnier things is they were making fun of like all these like chuds are complaining about the show. I think it got
yeah.
political. The show was always political.
Oh yeah,
First season is Homelander basically doesn't save there's a plane that's gonna crash, and Homelander goes on there
I've
and
seen that.
basically
Yeah.
yeah, basically it's basically 9/11. And they show like the church, how it's in bed with Val, which is again another reference to George W. Bush, George W. Bush's administration. And then
Hmm.
it cuts to like the second season where you're introduced to this character named Stormfront, who's a literal fucking Nazi.
Yeah.
And they talked about her this season and stuff like that, but she's putting out like racist memes. So it's like 2015 Twitter all over again.
Yeah. Jeez.
Pre-Trump, all the Nazis are coming out saying all kinds of Nazi shit, and that's what she represents. And then the end of that season, or the next season, that's when like he basically just goes MAGA. Like he has
Yeah.
MAGA people like that support him, and then I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That is it. That is it.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about. If there's anything we forgot. Any pending news that just happened the last hour?
Not that I just looked at the headline. Usually I look at the headline before we wrap up to see if anything urgent has happened. Nothing new. And we'll tackle it again next week.
All right. All right.
All right.
We'll see what goes on. I'm going to see the Grogu movie with starring guest starring the Mandalorian.
I am too.
And then I'm going to see actually I don't know what else I'm going to see. Oh, I guess there'll be another episode for All Mankind.
Yep. That'll be the last one.
I'm trying to think if anything's premiering soon.
Oh, you know what premiered tonight was The Burrows. The follow-up to Stranger Things.
Oh, no, it's not really a Stranger Things show. It's kind of like how the show was.
It is the creators of Stranger Things.
That looks interesting.
Their next show.
It's like one of those like old age homes that has like a twist.
Yeah.
Alfred Molina is the main guy. Alfred Molina
Cocoon reboot.
That would be a little too much. Yeah, Steve Guttenberg shows up.
I think that premiered tonight. So I'll
it's
check
Alfred
that out
Molina,
tomorrow.
right? It's like the main character.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell because he's got
out.
These little robot arms twitching behind him.
But they're nice in this one.
Yes,
They're nice.
Right.
I love that. Real quick, and I'll get out of here. So Spider-Man 2, the plot is he has these robot tentacles, and they're all independent thinking. The only thing that keeps him at bay is this AI chip that he has down his neck, and of course it fizzles out immediately, making him crazy. So when they go to the MCU Earth in the last film, Far From Home, or what was it called?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Far From Home?
I think Far From Home. Yeah.
Okay, so Peter's like, oh yeah, I fixed that.
Yeah.
It's like no longer evil. It's like, and I was like, I mean, I've never seen that in the theater being like, good.
Yeah, good.
I always thought that
Good
was
on you.
stupid. You fizzled my chips. You fizzled me chip. Now I'm evil. Fizzled me chip
Oh,
sounds like a funny thing to say. Say
yeah, it
that
does.
next time
Fizzled me
something
chips.
bad happens. Say
I think
fizzled
I
me
will.
chips.
I think I will.
You will? No, you won't. I don't believe
I
you.
will not.
Yeah, God damn it. If you
Okay.
kept it real like I do, you do it. You go up to that kangaroo and you say, fizzle me chips.
He'd probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
And then he kicks you right in the fucking face. He's like,
Oof.
fizzle me chips is an insult among my people. The Roos.
The Aboriginal Roo culture.
All right. Well, then,
right.
On that note, I'm Rob Israel.
I'm Joseph K.
And you still going on
About
that?
About that.
Okay.
All right. About that.
Thank you for listening to You Still Going On About That. Please like, comment, share, and if you haven't done already, please follow us on Instagram, YSGOAT, Facebook, YSGOAT, and Twitter, YSGOAT. Thank you, and have a great day.